In this question of trigonometry, we are told show that cos A minus B minus cos A plus B is 2 sine A sine B. And then we are supposed to use it to show that cos 5 minus cos 9 theta is equal to 2 sine 7 theta sine 2 theta. This part that we have here, which is cos A minus cos B, can be written as cos A cos B. If this is a minus, we are going to have plus sine A sine B. The second part, we are going to say minus of the, because of this sign that we are having here, is going to be, now we are working on this part, so this is going to be into bracket cos A cos B. Now since we have plus here, we are going to say minus sine A sine B. And in this case, we are using the left hand side to show right hand side in that case. So if we try to simplify whatever we are having in our question here, we are going to have this as cos A cos B plus sine A sine B minus cos A cos B plus sine A sine B. Because if you multiply this negative and this negative, it becomes a plus at this point. So which means that we are going to cancel this term and this term, and we end up having sine A sine B plus sine A sine B, which is equals to, if we simplify that, that's going to be what? That's going to be 2 sine A sine B, and that's what we were supposed to show at that point. What about in a situation whereby you have a question like this? You are supposed hence show that this part that we are having here is equals to that. So we shall start by saying that, because if you look at this is cos 5 theta and this is cos 9 theta, and at the top here we were having cos A minus B minus, we are having the same sign at this point, and this is cos, this is cos, this is cos, and this is cos. So we can be able to form an equation. This was part A. Now for part B, we can form an equation there, and we shall say therefore A minus B is equals to 5 theta, and that becomes our equation number 1. Also we can say A plus B is equals to 9 theta. A plus B is equals to 9 theta, and that becomes question number 2. So for us to work out this, we need to add equation 1 and equation 2. If we add these two equations, you can see we are going to cancel the value of B, and then we are going to have 2A is equals to, and this is going to be, our A is going to be 7 theta. Now for us to find equation, for us to find the value of B, we're going to say using equation 1 here, we can say A is 7 theta minus B is equals to 5 theta, which means that 7 theta minus 5 theta is equals to B. And this means that our value of B is going to be equals to B is going to be equal to theta. Our value, therefore, we're going to say 2 sine A, but our A in this case is 7 theta, so we're going to say 2 sine 7 theta sine 2 theta, because this is going to be our b in that case. So basically that's what you are going to do in when you are solving questions like that, and that this part can be replaced with this part that we have here. So for part C, we are going to say 2 sine 7 theta sine 2 theta is equals to root 3 sine 7 theta. So which means divide by sine 7 theta divide by sine 7 theta, which we are going to realize that this and this will cancel out, this and this will cancel out. So we shall remain with sine 2 theta is equals to root 3 over 2 in this case. How do we go about that? And yet we are supposed to find the value of theta for which the range of the angle is given between 0 and 1 over 3 pi. So multiply this point also by 2, and this range of the angle becomes 2 theta is greater than 0 less than or equals to 2 over 3 pi. Now this is the range we shall be using in order to find our angles in that case. So we are going to start by working out the principal angle. The first angle in this case we are going to say is that and before that you need to come and check the first thing that we need to come and do here is to check in which quadrant is our angle going to lie. Is our angle going to lie in the first quadrant, second quadrant, or the third or fourth quadrant? So we're going to draw this, and from this one we can say our angle is going to lie in the positive quadrant, and then we're going to say all student trust Cambridge. Then our first angle is going to lie in the first quadrant, and since we are finding sine is also positive in the second quadrant in that particular case. So which will mean that we are going to say now that our theta, our 2 theta is going to be equals to the sine inverse of root 3 over 2 in that case. And if we can be able to work out that, we are going to get our answer equivalent to so the first answer, all students trust Cambridge. So this angle that we have here is going to be 1 over 3 pi. And since sine is positive also in the second quadrant, we are going also to say this angle here is 1 over 3 pi. So when we are stating the first angle is going to be 1 over 3 pi, and the second angle in this case is going to be what? Is going to be the angle from this point to this point is our first angle, and the second angle is angle from here going round up to this particular point. The whole of this angle now is also the second case. So this is going to be 180 because this is 0, this is pi. So all the way to this point to be 180 minus 1 over 3 pi. So this will be 2 over 3 pi in that case. So whenever we are going to state the value of the angle that is satisfied this particular equation, we are going to divide by 2. Divide by 2, all true. So our theta is going to become 1 over 6 pi and 1 over 3 pi as the two answers for this particular case. So basically that's what you're supposed to do when you are working out with questions to do with trigonometry.